Hello once again, everybody. This is Charlie, and today we'll learn how to use the YouTube player component. This will be a really short session since there are just a few steps involved to play YouTube videos. So let's begin by creating a brand new project. And let's name it YouTube Player. Then click Finish. And here we are in the designer. The only component we'll need for this exercise is the YouTube player, which is located in the Google category. And as you can see, it looks a lot like a YouTube player. So that completes our design. Let's head over to the blocks editor. First, we'll drag in a YouTube player initialize block. Next, we'll add in a block to load in the YouTube video. Now we have two choices here. There's an instant load event as well as a regular load event. As you might have guessed, the instant load block will play the video immediately after loading. Whereas for the regular block, the video will load, but the player will wait for the user to press start to play the video. Let's start out using the instant load. Now we'll need a text box for our video ID property, which we can get from YouTube. So I'll switch over to YouTube, and I'll select this video from Bryant Advent, one of my favorite developers. Next, I'll pause the video and get the video URL. Now I'll paste in the video URL and remove everything except the video ID. Now let's test our app to see if the video loads and starts playing immediately. So we'll connect to the companion, wait for the connection, and as you can see, our video is playing just beautifully. Okay, let me stop that and we'll try the other type of load. So we'll switch the instant load with the regular load block. Attach the video ID text block, and then refresh the connection. And as you can see, the video was loaded but has not started. So I'll click the play button and the video should start, as it does. Now let's look at a few more properties of the YouTube player. First, let me add two buttons to our design. I'll drag in button number 1 and then drag in button number 2. Then I'll change the text property for button number 1 to pause. And I'll set the text property for button number 2 to play. Next, I'll change the background color of both buttons to a nice shade of blue. Now back in the blocks editor, I'll first drag in a button number 1 click event block and set its action to call the YouTube player's pause method. Now for button 2's click event block, I'll set the action to call the YouTube player's play method. Let's run our app again and test out these changes. First, I'll click play, Now I'll click the pause button. Then the play button. Then pause again. And so it looks like we're good to go. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and again, thanks for watching.